What's going on, you guys? It's CoD Gamer back with another video. It's been a while since I uploaded, but I wanted to talk about some of the new things that's been going on in Call of Duty recently with Call of Duty World War II, and I'm also going to touch on Black Ops 4 because there's been some quite interesting news that's been kind of surfaced in the last day or so. So getting right into it, I want to start with the World War II news because that is the current news for the current Call of Duty game. And basically what's happened in the last day, a new event has gone live. It's called the Blitzkrieg Event, and it's available in-game from April 17th through May 8th. And so basically this event comes with a lot of new stuff. So it features the return of Ground War, which basically Michael Condrey said was not possible in-game. And as soon as he got promoted or left Sledgehammer Games, Aaron Halen, I think the guy's name is, the new head of Sledgehammer Games, basically said, you know what, screw that, we're going to put this in the game. And basically, so now if you go into game, you have the option to play Ground War. You have Ground War Mosh Pit, Hardcore, Ground War basically, and then Ground War War Mode, which is basically all of the modes just increased to 9 players on each team instead of the usual 6. And right now in game there is double XP. I think there's double Division XP and double Soldier XP right now. That just took place today at around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So moving on from that, so basically that's just the new mode that was added into the game, which is pretty nice. I think so far people are liking it a lot. I think a lot of people like the 9v9 mode, especially since it was previously stated that it wasn't going to happen in game, and now it's here. Alongside of that, there's Headquarters as a free permanent map, which will be playable in Prop Hunt, Free-for-all, and Gun Game modes. So the Headquarters, where you go to open supply drops, go to the firing range, create paint jobs, emblems, get your challenges and stuff like that. That is basically now a playable map within Prop Hunt, Free-for-all, and Gun Game mode. So I think that's pretty cool. They're adding it. And, despite all the shit that, Sledgehammer Games gets for having, like, an unfinished game at the beginning and how this game is complete shit, at least now, all of a sudden, they're definitely stepping things up and improving things. And it's nice they're giving us, free maps, such as the Headquarters map, Shipment 1944. It's nice they're adding little things like that into the game every so often. So, I probably won't play the map ever, not gonna lie, because I'm not a fan of Gun Game, I'm not a fan of Prop Hunt, and I don't think I can recall ever wanting to play free for all. But for the people who do play those modes, you got a free new map, so that's pretty nice. Moving on from that, Captain Butcher is back as the quartermaster with all new customization and weapons and stuff like that. And so there's basically, I think I recall there being 6 weapons added into the game. There's the ITRA burst weapon, and if you're thinking of getting a weapon, get that weapon first, unless you prefer a different class of weapons over that. But apparently, what I've heard is the ITRA burst. What is it? An assault rifle or a submachine gun? I'm not even sure. Whatever. But basically that gun is really overpowered at this point. People are saying it needs to be nerfed. Like, as soon as it released, people are saying it needs to be nerfed. They're saying it's like the M16 from Modern Warfare. They're saying it's really overpowered. So if you're thinking about buying one of the guns or going specifically for one of the guns, I would say go for the burst weapon. Next is the Sterling, which I think is a submachine gun. A new Type 38 sniper, which I think people are saying is the Arasaka from Call of Duty World at War, but I'm not 100% certain. I just know the base name is the Type 38, and the baseball bat. And so there are 4 new collections right now, and that's under the Blitzkrieg, collection in the game. And now there's other weapons that are listed under Operation Overlord. I don't know why they didn't just put all the weapons into the Blitzkrieg thing. I don't know why they're splitting it up between the two. But there's the M2 Carbon, which is an automatic version of the M1A1, I think they said. Or I think the description is, it's basically an automatic rifle, and people are comparing it to the new FG42, they're calling it. The Type 5 and the Type 38 have also been added into the collections. So that's pretty cool that they've added these weapons into the game. Personally, I like them adding weapons. I just have a problem with them adding weapons and making them almost impossible to get. Right now, usually I would upload videos showing off the weapons, but my problem with that is, I don't have enough credits, because if you add up the total of all these weapons, it costs over 130,000 points, and I have nowhere near that. Plus, what I'm trying to attack in a smarter approach, I'm going to, throughout the life of this event, I'm going to try to open as many supply drops as possible, and, you know, just try and collect as many pieces as possible of each of these collections, and then I should have hopefully enough points to buy, you know, quite a bit of these weapons towards the end of this event, you know, and they'll be cheaper for me. So basically that's all that's new in Call of Duty World War II right now. So it's pretty nice update. It's nice, you know, that they made headquarters playable. The ground war playlist is definitely very welcomed, and it's always nice when they add new weapons in, you know, although it is pretty hard to earn the weapons now, compared to the old system where you just had to play 50 multiplayer matches and you could get the weapon. I definitely prefer that way more than, you know, having the current system. You know, compared to the current system, I do like the old one better, where you had to play 50 matches and you get the weapon. Moving on from Call of Duty World War II, I just want to talk a little bit about Black Ops 4. So basically what happened is there's a bunch of rumors that from numerous sources that basically said Black Ops 4 will not have a campaign. Now this is very interesting because Call of Duty has almost always, I think it's always had a campaign. I didn't play the very old games, so I can't really touch on that, but I'm assuming they had a campaign, because the very old games were before multiplayer really became like the main part of the game. So I'm assuming those had multiplayer too, or those had campaigns too. So I think this would be the first Call of Duty game to not have a campaign. And I think it's funny because everyone was saying Black Ops 4 is going to save, you know, save Call of Duty, and now everyone's starting to, you know, say, what's going on here, Treyarch? Why are you doing this? So it's been reported that there won't be a campaign. They basically had a campaign that they were working on, and earlier this year it was thrown out. They decided, you know, just to scrap it, and now they're working on a Battle Royale mode, which may not even support 100 players initially, but the developers are working towards that number. So this kind of has me mad, for a few reasons. One, I think I think Black Ops and any Call of Duty game should always come with a campaign, because there's a lot of people out there, you know, not as many as multiplayer and zombies fans, but there's still people out there that like playing campaigns. I'm going to say that. There's some people that like that. And two, Battle Royale, if it's not even 100 right now, it's not even confirmed to support, or it's confirmed, or there's claims that it may not support 100 players initially. Every Battle Royale, or good Battle Royale, or popular Battle Royale for that matter, has 100 players. Fortnite has 100 players for Battle Royale. PUBG has 100 players for Battle Royale. That's just the numbers, and the maps support that. So if there's only going to be 50 or so players, or not even 100 players at the start, that means the maps will probably be small, and the whole mode probably won't be as good, especially because this is a 3-year game cycle, and ever since they've adapted this 3-year cycle, it seems the games have got shittier, and shittier. It just doesn't make sense that they have more time, but now they're rushed. You know, they had 3 years to make a campaign. They throw it out in the last year of development, and now they just started working on a Battle Royale mode. And my third and final problem with this is this mode is going to be run so hard into the ground, people are not going to enjoy it. There's going to be probably dancing and dabbing and all that stupid shit that Fortnite has. No hate to Fortnite and people that like that game, but personally, I don't enjoy, you know, cartoon, you know, weird stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm definitely not a fan of it in Black Ops or Call of Duty games in general. I think it's kind of childish. So I think it's going to be ridiculous, because you know they're going to add stuff like that. They're probably going to have loot crates in it, because that makes a shit ton of money for them. And since Battle Royale is probably arguably the most popular thing right now in gaming, they're going to have, it's going to be pay to win, basically. They're going to have different things like that, and they're basically in this for the money. We all know they're in it for the money, and it's very evident that they're in it for the money, just because, you know, all of a sudden, hey, look at us, now we're switching our entire campaign, which has been in our franchise forever, and we're making a Battle Royale mode now too, just because we want to make even more money. So overall, you know, I don't want to say for a fact that I know this mode will be run into the ground and people are going to hate it. But, you know, mark my words, people are going to hate it because, if there's one thing I've learned about Call of Duty and the whole community, people love to trash and hate on anything Call of Duty. You know, there's a few fans out there, but when one thing goes bad, the whole world unleashes their shit upon the, you know, developers, the game itself. People love to trash Call of Duty. That's just the thing, you know. If something doesn't live up to their standards, they trash it, and it's this whole mob mentality of people trashing the game, and, you know, that's just how it is. But, you know, personally, I really don't care. I don't play. I think the campaigns were good back in Black Ops, and then Black Ops 2. I think that campaign was good. I think Black Ops 3 was kind of it was kind of out there, but it wasn't horrible. And then my favorite campaign was Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, just because the continued storyline, and, you know, I really liked all the characters. I think that was one of my favorite campaigns, and ever since then I haven't really found a campaign that I enjoyed as much as that. But if we're going off franchise, I think The Last of Us, that game was probably my favorite campaign ever. But, you know, staying on topic of Call of Duty, I don't think their campaigns have been really that good ever since then. The one campaign I did enjoy was Call of Duty Ghosts, and because of the ending, it was kind of a cliffhanger, but Call of Duty Ghosts 2 was never made because of the, you know, the trash and backlash that they received towards that game. Everyone hated on it, like I said earlier, that mob mentality, and so they never made Call of Duty Ghosts 2, so I'll never know how that campaign turned out. But, you know, in general, I don't even play campaigns or care for them nearly as much as I did. I'm pretty much all multiplayer. I'm not even really a zombies fan. And I do play Battle Royale, so it'd be interesting. So I'd probably say I prefer this over a campaign because it'll at least get me to try it out and, you know, kind of experience the Battle Royale mode. But, you know, again, I really don't think Battle Royale is going to do super well on Call of Duty because I know they're going to, you know, add all these different things and try to run it into the ground. You know, it's just going to be a disaster in my opinion. But that is the news of today, guys. So, you know, that's Call of Duty Black Ops 4. You know, it's some interesting news. I didn't think they wouldn't have a campaign or would get rid of it. I thought they were going to have one and just have a Battle Royale mode as, like, you know, an alternative mode and stuff like that. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal to me. Do I think they should have done this, you know, scrap the campaign? I don't think they should have. I think they should have kept going with the campaign. And even if it was too outlandish, even put it out there. I mean, if you're talking about outlandish, Black Ops 3 was weird. You know, it was kind of like, I don't even know. It was mixing, like, you going into, like, a forest, like a white forest and shit. And it was, like, all this back and forth. And I can't even remember. It's been so long since I played the campaign. But I just remember it being weird as hell. So I can't really see Black Ops 4 being that outlandish with their campaign. But even so, they should have kept that in there at least. And, you know, just kept going and, you know, develop Battle Royale on the side. So, yeah, guys, that's all the news for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you're excited for this Battle Royale mode, if you think campaign should be left alone or, you know, it should have been included with Black Ops 4. And also, let me know what you guys think about the new update on Call of Duty World War II, whether you like it or not. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'm Kai Gamer, and I'll see you on my next upload. Peace.